Alright, this is kind of a supplemental. I've recorded videos for the 27th and 28th. Both were absolutely terrible. So I'm going to update and do these over. Both days I've struggled to get a reasonable solution. I drive to work. As soon as I'm getting out of the truck, I'm like, oh, duh, I should have tried this. So we're going to try some things and see what happens. Background. It's going to be yellow for the HTML. I'm going to select the body, and I'm going to start the same way I started before, I think. Outline so I can see it 1 pixel solid. Margin, I don't remember any of the numbers, of course. 70 is too much. 60, 50, 70. Then I want 150 and 200. Nope, I did that backwards like I always do. Let's make this one 200. There's what I want. Alright. I also want corner shape. I don't ever remember. It says corner shape. I don't know if that's right. Notch. No. TCH, corner shape notch. And then I need to do a border radius. Border radius. I don't know, 30 pixels. Okay, there's the notch. Now, one of the things that I ran into trouble with is the aspect ratio of the notch was not correct. One of the things that I did not recognize is that you can specify it separately. So now this one is 40 pixels tall, 30 pixels wide. Now the next one needs to be 40 pixels and 40 pixels. The next one is 0 and 0. So there's that shape. See, that was easy. I don't know why I made it hard. Now, we could do some things. I'm going to try a thing here. I don't know, maybe a bad idea, maybe a good idea. I don't know. WebKit box reflect right. Okay, there's the thing again. So that's cool. It needs a background, I guess, to be red. And technically no outline, but I'm going to leave it for a minute. Alright, now, paragraph tag, so I need a paragraph to exist. Height, I don't know what it is, 100? That's interesting. Margin, so here's where I'm going to run into trouble. I need, okay, let's put a height here. 100 pixels, I don't need pixels. Let's do margin of, I don't know what it is, 100. It's going to push everything down if I do that. Alright, let's try something else. Let's turn off WebKit box reflect for a minute. Let's turn that off. Can I push this out? Probably not. Padding 10. There's the thing. I just want one paragraph right now, which is fine. Let's do margin 150. Okay, that pushes it down because it's expanding margins. That's fine. Let's do margin 50. Can I put a padding on this? I think it's going to get bigger is the problem. 10. 50. It's not working because of that. Okay, that's cool. So that's going to push everything down, but it's also going to expand itself. Even if I change this, not going to matter. Well, I made it the wrong way. Maybe that helps. Maybe that works. I don't know. there's the right shape. Can I scale -1? Who knows? Because it's off screen. Yes, I can. Alright, so what if the padding on this goes away? What if it's 20? Interesting. $25 is the shape I'm looking for the body, but now can I mess with this thing? Margin 50, 0, -20, 220, 2, 4. I don't know why 24 is close to 25. And 60, 70, 80, 75. Padding's now wrong. 10. That's up and down 0 because I have a height. 50 is 40. Nope. Oh, because I'm scale -1. Do -1 again. Nope. -1, 1. 1, -1. That's the one. Okay. Do I need that to be that? Yes. -25. Do I need height? Probably, because, whoops. But can I deal with height without height? Let's see. That'll make padding 50. Nope, make padding 25. There we go. There's that. Okay, now let's WebKit box reflect. And there we have that. Now get rid of outline. Make this background this color. And that's what I should have done to start with. Alright, can we optimize things? Do we need this height to be 50? Yeah, we do. Do we need the padding to be 25? Yeah, we do. But I would rather not have both of those. Can I get away with just one? And can I get away with one of those? Nope, not just one. I have to have both of those. Okay. Anyway, this is more like the intent that I had the first time. We can minify things. I'm going to load the extension that Evan built. I think Evan. I'm going to make some of these custom props. So var -b -b. There's that. I'm inheriting everything, so I can swap out background. Corner shape, scale, padding, margin aren't big enough to do any of that. Can I get rid of pixels on border radius? I think the answer is no, I cannot. So 30 pixels is 30 pixels, 40 pixels, 5 characters. Whoops. 5 characters. I might be able to get away with 32 pixel, or 32Q, sorry. We'll see. Yep, that worked. I'm going to minify and submit. And that's going to be good enough. It's not perfect, but it's good enough for this one. That was the original direction I wanted to go, at least. Still not a great solution, but much better than the one I did Saturday. Now I'm going to revisit the one I did today. reload so I get the tools. Prettify. This conic gradient was stupid. I don't know what I need to do exactly, but I think I should do it with borders and border colors. So border, padding, I don't need, okay, so let's do a border. Border, I don't know what it is, 40 pixels, solid red. Okay, there's the thing. Let's get rid of padding. Alright, so we can get rid of 40 pixels because it needs to change based on where it is. So border width, I think, is going to be 60 pixels, 40 pixels. Okay, there's that. And now border color is going to be transparent and, whoops, not a comma, and white. Okay, that's kind of what I want, but not what I want. So, but that's what I was thinking. That was my idea. Can I do the opposite? Do I have to do purple? Say background. Oops. Background white. Border color purple. And transparent's not going to work any better. How do I get away with that? I don't know if I do, because the border width is in control, and if I change the border width, if I change this to 40, it's going to change the size. But can I do like negative padding? I don't know. Padding minus 20. No. 40 minus 40. Nope. If I make it, oh. That's not quite what I want. Can I do 10 there and 0 there? No, it gets me the same thing. Okay, so you make triangles. The one way to make triangles is conic gradients, which I used. The other way to make triangles is with borders of some transparency, and you adjust the border to the size of the triangle you want. So let's play with this a little bit. 50, 40. Now that's too short. So can I add some vertical padding? Yes, but it doesn't get me quite the shape I want. Can that be minus 10? And this be 50, 60, 70. Okay, gets too wide there. Minus 20. Nope, that doesn't work. 60. Vertical is this one. 30. 40. Wasn't not getting taller. That's weird. Margin's not holding it. Can I, instead of using padding, say height? No. I don't think that's going to work. I can try. I can spell height. H-E-I-G-H-T. 100. Uh, 50. 40. Oh, there we go. Oh, so close, but not quite. That's it. 50. No, it's not. That's going it's going kind of the right way. So 55. Oh, so close. If I change height, it's going to change everything. 60. Yeah, it's going to make it 60 down. 50, 40, 30 is going to be not enough. 50. Not 430. Can this change? 30. Yes, it can, but maybe the wrong way. 40, 50. And then make height less. 30, 20. We're close. Height 30. Border width top 40. 30. Yeah, height's not going to quite do it. The border width top and bottom. Needs to be taller. 40. Border width sides needs to be taller. 60. Oh, we're close. 45. Can this be 30? There we go. There we go. Okay, so background we used twice. Corner shape, border radius. There are a lot of like unit replacements we could do here, but I'm not going to bother with that. I'm just going to minify and submit to get something reasonable. So those are just updates to the last couple of days when it's evidently been too early in the morning for me to be even remotely good at this. So thanks for watching. See you next time.